Welcome everyone. Today in Clash Royale we are going to be bringing back the Random Decks Challenge. We are going to be pressing the generate button and playing a game in a classic challenge with whatever deck it gives us. This is the first one up, and at least we have the Hero Balloon, which is a pretty solid win condition. We have a couple of Evos that we can choose from as well. I think we're going to end up going with the Evo Valkyrie, so let's just jump into the first game with this. This doesn't look too bad. We have the Evo Valkyrie and Bomb Tower, which looks pretty good defensively. We have Hero Balloon, which is still pretty annoying offensively as well. So I think if he doesn't do anything, we'll probably start by cycling our archers in the back first play and seeing what he goes with. He's using skeletons, so that means it could be some kind of cycle deck. It could be Royal Giant as well. Usually Ghost and Skeletons mean that that's what it could possibly be, and it looks like that is what it is. Looks like he's going to be playing Royal Giant, which is not going to be good for us because that means he's going to have pretty much the perfect answer for our win condition. Our win condition is Hero Balloon, and he is going to have Hunter for that. So, not ideal, but the good... Okay, for some reason the door behind me is moving. I don't know if it's just windy outside, but there's a door, the garage door is just slightly open and it keeps like banging in and out. Thought there was someone there for a second. Hopefully the garage, but hopefully there's not an intruder just breaking in at this exact moment. I think we will just cycle archers in the back again because I haven't been keeping track of whether or not he has his hunter back, and I don't really want to risk it. The good news about this though is that, okay, he's going to use his hunter there. We're just going to spam this in the other lane because knowing the deck that he's playing, we know that that's the only thing that he has for the balloon. Like, Hunter is his only air card, so he has to fireball that. We're not going to end up using the ability because the Skeletrooper does significantly reduce damage to towers, so the little skeleton stabbing his tower wouldn't have done much damage anyway. And we're just going to cycle a Valkyrie. I think we want to get to the Evo as quickly as we can, because actually, I don't know if that's going to be a whole lot of help for the Royal Giant, just because the Royal Giant is a ranged troop, so it's not like it needs to get to the tower. So I think even if we play our Evo Valk, and it's kind of pulling the Royal Giant back a little bit, I think he's still going to get a pretty decent amount of damage. He just used his Hunter, though, so we can go with our Skeleton Barrel. And he does have Bard Barrel for this, so I'm not expecting that to get much damage, but at least it'll get some drop damage. And now we'll go with our Evo Valkyrie in the back and probably prepare for a balloon push. It's actually not too bad because we can kind of bait out... Ooh. Okay, he did a little bit of a better job of out-cycling us there. We can kind of bait out the... What am I saying? We can kind of bait out the Hunter with the Skeleton Barrel, and then our balloon can kind of get value. So we'll kind of just split the Skeleton Barrel on either side. That way he can't use the Hunter on both sides. And we might even... I think we're going to lightning it. Okay, let's lightning that. I think that kills it. Yes, it does kill the Hunter, so he's going to have to fireball that. And hopefully we at least get one hit with the balloon, and we do. So now we're back in this game. I think we just need probably one more balloon hit to do it, because we can lightning if we need to as well. So let's go with this immediately. Honestly, let's go with a balloon and then use the ability as well, because that'll splash everything. And it will kind of help out against the Royal Giant because it does a ton of damage. And I think Balloon is going to get a hit. So this is going to be a first game win. I thought that was going to be a bad matchup, but that actually wasn't too bad because Hunter was really the only thing that he had for the Balloon. And we could kind of bait it out with either the Skeleton Dragons or the Skeleton Barrel. So not a bad first deck that we end up getting. We will generate another deck and see if we get lucky. See if we get that lucky with the second deck that we're given. This is the next deck that we're given. We also have a couple of Evos with this deck in the Mortar and the Archers again. This one looks a little bit less solid though. I don't really know why we have Goblin Curse in this deck. And although Rascals does sometimes go with Mortar, I don't really know why we have Rascals and Evo Archers as well. They kind of do the same thing. I mean, the Evo Archers and the Rascal Girls do very much the same thing. We'll just cycle a Goblin Curse on his tower. I don't really have anything better to cycle except for maybe a Tombstone. So we'll just split archers again. And I think Mortar is probably going to be the next thing that we cycle. We'll play a Tombstone. So he has guards and snowball. This could be Giant Graveyard. I know guards and snowball. Yeah, this looks like that's what it is. This looks like it might be giant graveyard. I'm not really looking forward to that because while we do have Goblin Curse for the graveyard, we have to go up against that thing. We have to go up against Evo Bowler, and that is just not gonna be fun. And outside of Goblin Curse, it's not like we have a fantastic... I don't know. You know what? I gotta have some faith in myself. I gotta... but, like, what do we do here? Like, we have to play a high Tombstone to tank the Bowler, because he's almost certainly going to use his ability. He's just going to actually choose not to. That's actually really good for us. I don't know why he didn't activate his Bowler ability there, because if he would have, that would have been good for us. I think we might have to try and... Honestly, we might have to try and activate King Tower with the Bowler. I think if we go with a Mortar here... No, I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth it to try and activate King with the Bowler, because we could technically Tornado it in, but we'd have to spend a ton of Elixir to do that. And activating King is going to be worth it for Graveyard, but we would have to spend probably, 8 Elixir to activate King. So let's go with Evo Archers here. The good news is that... Wait, does he have arrows? He does. Okay, let's go with really high Rascals to kind of snipe down this Bowler a little bit. And now we'll go with the Mortar up high, because the Rascals are kind of protecting it. Let's go with this, because I assume he's going to go minions. So let's just try and kill those minions as quickly as we can. And Mortar's going to be on the Witch, which is actually going to be really solid. Okay, I shouldn't be leaking Elixir here. At least we kill the Witch. Honest, I'm happy as long as that dies. He's going to go with that, so we'll just go with low Archers and then an E-Spirit up high, just in case he arrows is that. That way the E-Spirit can maybe jump. And he is beating us, which is not great, because really our only win condition here is the Mortar, and we're not really able to use it a lot offensively, because it seems like we're kind of forced to use it on defense against the Giant. So I guess we'll just split Archers again. And I'm kind of I don't really know what to do here. I guess we'll cycle Rascals. He's building up a massive push though, so let's just go with a Tombstone in the back, and then we already have this. The good news is that because he used that, we can go with Archers, because he used his arrows, so he's not going to have a great way to kill them. And the Giant is pretty much going to be dead by the time... Please, E-Spirit, go crazy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's not horrible. We just have to hope this Mortar goes wild. And it doesn't look like it's going to, so... that Bowler is just going to tank for a really long time. Unless we get just incredibly lucky, I think this one might be over. Let's go with an E-Spirit up here just to maybe tank that last Bowler shot. And we have 1,000 damage that we need to make up. I feel like I have to keep mortaring on defense. I feel like I can never really... Let's just throw a rocket at his tower. I think we have to. And let's Tornado this back just so that it's not tanking for the graveyard. Let's go with this up high again. Please keep tanking. I think that's going to do it. We tried our best, but against a legitimate deck like Giant Graveyard, that, Mortar Rascals Rocket deck, it's just not going to cut it. Alright, the third deck that we're going to be trying is this one, and it also uses the Hero Balloon. I don't know why it keeps giving us the Hero Balloon and the Evil Valkyrie again, but this is the next deck. We have the choice between either the Zap or the Bats as our Evo. I think we're going to keep the Zap, just because I think it's our only small spell outside of Freeze, and so taking care of Firecrackers and whatnot, or Dart Goblins, would be really helpful with the Evo Zap. We also have Freeze in this deck, which should have some synergy with the Hero Balloon. He's playing Royal Chef, so he might be playing something heavier, which means if he does just spam us with something heavy, whenever he tries to build up a push, we kind of have to pressure the other side. And I think we'll just start by cycling our Valkyrie. He is playing this really slowly. He hasn't played a card yet, which is kind of expected for a deck like this. And this guy is also playing the hero bowler, which is not what you want to see. It's like when you see him, when I see the hero bowler, I just know I just know I'm in for a rough game. And he's playing Spirit Empress. I think we'll just guards over here, maybe. Okay, at least the bowler should be mostly dead, and we can pretty much... I don't even think we need... Yeah, let's just bats on this. We can tank one hit, but let's go with that, and then let's actually just go with a balloon immediately as well. Oh man, this guy's got a... I don't have anything for that. I mean, we could have tried to freeze, but I don't think that would have been the smartest freeze in the world, just because it would have kind of revealed our... I don't know, it seems like it would have revealed our party trick kind of too early. I kind of want to keep that hidden if I can. So this guy's playing a really weird deck. You normally don't see Hero Bowler and Hog and Spirit Empress all in the same thing. I'm not going to Valkyrie with that because he can just bowler and the Valkyrie wouldn't have done anything anyway. So let's wait to see what he does. And he's got Giant Skeleton. Alright, well this is certainly a homemade deck, but then again so is ours. Ours is also that. So let's go with a Mother Witch. Maybe if we're lucky we can turn some fires. No, that was a really... I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that's not gonna... Okay, let's just split this and let's just cycle a zap here just so that we can get back to our cannon cart for the bowler. We might need to use our evil Valkyrie as well. No, we don't need to. I think we're good. We can pretty much just... Let's cycle this in the bat because we can rely on bats to defend this. He's going to mirror that. I don't think that was a very good mirror because we can just go guards. Hopefully... You know what? Let's Evo Zap that. Let's Evo Zap that. Get back to another balloon immediately. And then let's have freeze ready as well. Okay. Freeze. Come on. I think that'll take the tower. Is Spirit Empress going to do it? No, it is not. We are going to take his tower. Alright. That's kind of why I wanted to keep freeze hidden, just so that he wasn't expecting it. Because if we had played it too early, I think he definitely would have played a Spirit Empress way earlier on that one. So that was not too bad of a deck. I think we got a little bit lucky, but we will try out one more with the random decks. So far, our decks have not been too bad outside of like the Mortar Tornado one, which was not great, but the final deck is going to be this one, and we only have... I think we should probably use the Hero Knight over the Evo Knight. We only have one Evo as opposed to two, and the one Evo that we have is Barbs, which is not great. It's given us Goblin Curse again, and it's given us... What do we have? I guess we had Earthquake, and I think we had Hog, right? Or maybe I'm just thinking of the last guy who was using Hog. Sparky, okay, I don't really know what to... I'm not sure how I feel about this yet, but only time will tell. There's not really anything that we can play to go with the Hero Knight, so we will just let that go for now. I really hope this guy is not playing Recruits, but it looks like that's what he's playing. It looks like he's playing Recruits Pigs, which is not going to be fun. And he's playing something a little bit differently. Honestly, we might have to go with a defensive Hog. I think that's... Yeah, let's just log that anyway, but I didn't really... I mean, we could have gone Spear Goblins, but they would have just been immediately decimated by the Wizard, so I felt like we kind of had to go with a defensive Hog. Maybe that was a bit of an over... Maybe I should have just tanked the Wizard, but... I don't know, this is kind of has awkward cycles. Like, we can't really play anything but a... You know what? Yeah, why don't we Goblin Curse that? Because if even one of those turns into a Goblin, then it can maybe turn the other... Okay, well... I just gotta take Goblin Curse out of my hand, because I don't know why I'm playing it like that. We should be fine, because I don't think any of the Zappies will... I forgot he has that card. Okay, well, this is going to be a comeback, for sure. He can just go Wizard. So, let's actually go like this, and then immediately go with a Knight as well. Because then whatever he plays, we can just pull back. So let's just wait a second. Let's wait again. Let's wait again. He's not doing anything. Now we'll finally use the Knight ability. And we will take his tower. So we will take his, but I don't know that we can defend. Evo Barbs are pretty good defensively, but Alright, this guy's laughing. It's hard to tell. Don't know if this man is coping or not, but let's go with our Barbs. It's probably going to be a waste anyway. Why does it... Okay. I did not mean to do that. Okay, let's go with a weird Knight. He only needs 100 damage, so he's definitely going to take our tower. I mean, there's no defending it with all that. And the giant skeleton's going to wreck us as well. Okay, we kind of have to go with... I mean, that's going to connect if we don't do that. I guess we'll log everything. And then maybe just Sparky in the back and prepare to go in on the other side. I think we can... I think with the Royal Ghost being recently nerfed, I think we can probably tank that. It's going to do a decent bit of damage, but I think we can... I think we can afford to. Let's... Oh, man. This is not... Hog is not even going to get a singular hit. Sparky's going nowhere. I don't know how we're going to win this one. Let's just go with a Knight up here, I guess. I mean, maybe what we have to do is outcycle him. Like, I don't know. At least we'll get one hit, I think, with the Hog. So that's something at least. But I guess we'll log that. Let's go with a Sparky in that same lane as well. Because he used his vines, so I don't think he has another reset for the Sparky. So it should take that out. Let's see if we can... Okay, I meant to use the ability there, but let's go with this, honestly, just to tank the wizard for a couple seconds. And I don't think it's going to be enough. There's not really much that we can Earthquake either. Like, he doesn't have a building, he doesn't have a skeleton army or anything else, so I mean we have to win on this push right here. Let's just log to reset that and maybe go with a Knight as well. But he's got too much coming our way. I guess we'll split Barbs again. I mean, I think our only hope is going with, like, cycling really quickly to just a Knight that we can put in the middle. And just hopefully the Hero Knight goes crazy. It's not helping out against the Mother Witch. Let's just throw all of our spells at his tower. And it's still not enough. We actually came closer than I thought we would. We came just within a couple hundred damage, but that was a tough one. He had really good defense with Hero Wizard. Zappies being able to just reset. Giant Skeletons always annoying to get through defensively. So we came within a couple hundred damage, but using random decks in Clash is hard for sure. So sometimes you get just a strange combination of cards. Sometimes you get really lucky with, like, you know, Balloon Freeze or something like that, but sometimes you just have to make do with what you've been given, and sometimes what you've been given is not great. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day ahead, and I will see you all soon.